Utie oha echi ponkno. Needs FM.
Eye Baumia Alan Baumia. I see anything. I love you for that. Na me and Shay. Pambeso. Na MPP amano ho kwan. Ama opposing party to say NDC. Eka say omo ye a camp party. When in fact me and Shay uko baby to say Ashanti. NDC executives are ewo na sa NDC executives no hwese regional chairman Wayamfantini regional secretary Wayangunani deputy regional secretary Wayangunani regional organizer Wayesremuni regional women organizer Wayangunani regional treasurer Wayangunani regional youth organizer Oyesremuni, deputy youth organizer Oyenzemani, and sana uba parliament nso so a wamo majority leader Oyesremuni, deputy majority leader Wayangunani, minority leader Oyesremuni, deputy minority leader Wayangunani, minority chief whip Oyesremuni, deputy minority chief with waye banani ana wamo de tiwo wamo flag bearer ana wamo flag bearer waye angune waye sremuni ni deputy waye mfantini wamo dafnane obi anka so mo yesei obi aso mo NDC fo eba ni se na MPP fo mo kwa mo de ese ye huru wamo se omo ye a camp party omo ya camp party
e go fast ma ba wa na said I go come in previous interviews that was about to mami
adaro ma we na betimi aka ni na news no etra me busa no
since 2012 make us for Ashanti action hegemony with the MPP and the fact to say and one also could na crystallize into one more energy and answer what they are with the election now so make us say so more the more tradition so the money are there we did say historical that is the case there as you will say sanko modino better say that to be no part no done with the crime be swatch and say indeed going through metamorphosis you know either in a complete change of form or character of the party no or man for the party not to be say it is first of all a masses party broad-based in terms of ethnic orientation because African politics, ethnicity, causes a lot of harm in African politics. Critical example, you find it, Cote d'Ivoire, for example, Alhassan Ouattara, the other gentleman. A lot of questions.
Konambedi,
Kenya, and you will see the ethnic politics strongly rearing its head from time to time. There are a lot of main problem at the bread or man for Yankasa Rwanda, the genocidal situation, of course, only at the end of the year. It is largely ethnic politics after stopping the consolidation Union as a man for Africa. And it is a question we need to look at. But it's also a critical historical question because in mobilization of political parties over the years, you know, people plan themselves along religion. For example, Muslim movements in the parties emerging. Northern People's Party and other groups are emerging as Northern coming together. NLM, Martin Hall, largely an Ashanti based or Balfour say autonomy are there. Along the lines, you know, as we were reforming and building new constitutions in the republics near the end, we saw the need these will also evolve. Here now what we call the masses and broad-based party. Tradition cra the friend say MPP Muba, which they argue largely the UPCC claims defines elitism, which is not masses in nature, as referred to the NDC without I wouldn't say a splinter group, but a certain party which came from the PNDC, AFRC, PNDC, that seemed to have imbibed CPP, accolades, traditions, philosophies, among other things within the social democratic constructor. I don't say Veranda boys, no loyalists, seem to also show up within the first saying the likes of the NDC, which seem to suggest to say the history of our country, actually say, and parties, initially, for some of them, they were not broad-based, what they are saying. They were not masters in character. And yet, Tom, you and ABT, I can't afford to go there, so why are them for the and I say, why are this year and I bring Pobini idea, like a Kahubuni idea, and what they over, don't be a crony idea. But for, and I say it with authority, but for the 1966 coup, but for other inflection points in our history, it would have been difficult for anybody to have jettisoned the kind of growth and I say the projection and the level of increase that the CPP as a party was massing up with, even going forward into the foreseeable future and the kind of things. But having said all these things, now within the backdrop of this discussion, the Ashanti Atimedimo, seem to be driven and I say a breakthrough because the current government seem to have rather accentuated the Atim construct as against the Ashanti Atim partnership. And that is why I have raised, I've been subtle in my discussion. I wouldn't go there today, but I know that one day they will set up and learn a lesson. But having tried to break that alliance, because of the nature of this government and how I conducted honey at the end, and nobody be about one thing, before have refused to talk about the absence of Qatar at the end. There's really a crack within that Ashanti making money within the NPP's alliance, even on the basis of their history near the end, they are losing it in the contemporary sense. It seems to me, say, the emerging Ashanti youth, for example, and the critical thinking society, rational actors, are beginning to see that such alliance, glaringly, it's broken. It is artificial. It is false. It is not true because one side has been greedy and has decided to go on a certain tangent. Already there is a crack there. There is a crack there, and that crack, is debated. If you don't look at the Alan Baumia Alan factor as I've put out well, I've already built on my case for why the MPP can lose election easily. Say, who share the current situation within the MPP? They can have a common enemy in the NDC or the Metro, but within themselves, there is a challenge. Now that challenge, say, leading to voter apathy in any part of the region, especially in Ashanti regional, it can be very catastrophic. And there will be some cataclysm, it will lead to some failures near the end. And NDC must learn from this. I've said it again. Say they should rally their forces and increase our vote in our Ashanti region. Now, suspicious of Ashanti. Likely that is the case. Now, open-minded, excuse me for better or the right way, to understand, say, if there is a discussion of broad-based political party and they are credited with that there, and yes, somebody has openly say, and Ashanti can become their flag bearer. And that is something they don't have to think about it once or twice. In their contemplation, it should not become something which is difficult for them. Two, they should not say, look at the list you presented. Names are presented here. Check the background. The Ashantis are largely or literally missing to an extent. And even if they have found the ring granular, there are still questions that are lingering on. And it is an open secret. We need to open the wound. You could add in so that at least once and for all, they will have the capacity to be able to deal with the MPP easily from time to time, especially when it comes to elections in Ashanti region. That is the only missing link. Secondly, young people say, in the eyes of the masses, say, intellectuals are any idea. Intellectuals know everybody MPP than the NDC. And I can tell you, with no sort of equivocation, say, it seems to me also, from my own little experience, my own encounters and my own readings and interactions, that sometimes the NDC, when it is in power, is quite suspicious of intellectuals. And this is something they must begin to also deal with. It's a very critical question they must solve and make sure that you will need masses to win elections, but you need a certain creme de la creme to govern, among other things. It's, media, a seminal idea well colonizated so. Now, I say, yeah, a very de facto two political party system. They have parties in the Nukro, near I'm not one to ask a party, and your party executive media. Because what is a political party? Political party and a private organization, a public organization, a public institution. Maybe interest a woman, I am very high than I have a greater interest even than them. Because one more and no more amount paying for one more alien and then form the social contract with us. It is your mouth for here and they say you will see the air corner. And yet the first time it is time for them to right their wrongs and make sure that they give Ghana better democratic arrangement and also better development.
Utie Oha Echi Ponkno Needs FM.